Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the DnA podcast. I am your host, Darius Dominguez.
I'm the co-host, Andrew Matos.
And on this episode...
Wow, we finally have the title of the next Matrix movie.
Yes, sir. That is exciting. But also, the biggest news of the week, Andrew.
Oh, 6 people apparently in Hollywood changed the sign to Hollyboob. And
no. Well, yes, actually, you're right. That did happen. But no, that's not the biggest news. The biggest news is, spoiler alert, the multiverse is here.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is officially here.
So, let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. So let's start very quickly at The Matrix. So The Matrix 4.
Yay!
We have a title. The Matrix Resurrections. Finally.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm excited because, to me, just off the bat, I feel like Trinity will be back just by the title.
Oh, yeah.
So, and maybe even, oh my goodness, Agent, Morpheus
Smith
will be back too, I think. But yeah, Agent Smith, I feel like he might be back because Resurrections, right? Everyone's coming back. Mm-hmm. It's a party. But yeah, we finally got the title. That's cool. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, Matrix is a good series. I just watched it, like we talked about on the podcast a few episodes ago. So I'm really looking forward to that. But let's jump right into WandaVision, Andrew.
Yeah.
So you just finished watching the episode. In one
Yes, I did.
In one word, can you tell me how you feel?
Dude, wow.
Yeah, seriously.
It was interesting because last week on the episode it was in the 70s. Now it's pretty much in the 80s, I think.
I think it's almost the 90s. At the end of the episode, I thought it was the 90s.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
It was more like the 90s. Yeah. And then after it just started getting it was just getting good, and then the neighbor, the woman again, she was like a babysitting her twins, and then all of a sudden there were babies, and they just turned into like 5-year-olds all of a sudden, and like, what the hell is going on?
Like boom,
and like instant. But what I liked the most is when Wanda infiltrated the Vision.
Oh, she came.
I think what they called. She came to Vision Corp, I think, or like. When they had Vision's body,
base,
I think.
Yeah,
the base, yes, yeah. And when they had like his corpse, right?
Yep.
So what happened was that she kidnapped his corpse and he's alive. But what the funny thing is that in this episode, he's like, I don't remember my old life from before. I don't know who I am. Which is, I was like, damn, like he doesn't remember whatsoever.
That's yeah, exactly, and that's a huge thing and they kind of just gloss over it in the show, like it's a very short scene, but he's alive now, so we know for sure he's back. Like it's not just a dream or something. Like he's alive again. She brought him back, so that's pretty crazy, like to start.
Yeah, and then he was saying like, oh, and that guy he was working with Norm. He's like, yeah, Norm, this is the internet, and they show like the swords like play device, like it's talking, and after
yes, exactly.
And then after Vision grabbed Norm's head, like he did his thing on his head, he's like, Wanda is controlling me. It's so much pain. It's like I need to be free. Please help me.
And that's what they were talking about outside the base too. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, that's okay.
That's what they were talking about outside the base too. That she is like, what's the word? Like harnessing so much energy. Like she's controlling what all these people are thinking and doing all at the same time, down to like their dentist appointments. And it's like she's harnessing so much energy that they're finally like penetrating it. And I feel like there's like glitches happening now. Like we saw way more glitches this episode than before, right? Like people are starting to actually have moments where they're like, help me, get me out of here, something's wrong, right? So it's different. We're getting
a whole town too, which is
a whole
crazy
town,
too.
yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. Like they said, I think it was last week's episode, they're like, this town doesn't actually exist. But yeah, the thing with the show, like I find, is it's like backwards. Like things happen before they explain. Usually you watch a movie or a show and they're building up to like the finale or whatever when everything happens. But the show is backwards. Like all the significant stuff happens, and then the next episode they explain what that meant, right? It's like
it's like
backward, but I like it. Like it's really good.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
But
Like,
yeah, like this was a lot happened in this episode. Like,
yeah, a lot. Yeah, it was just like it was crazy, and then like all of a sudden, like Vision was like yelling at Wanda. It's like, "What are you doing?" Like, it's like you need to stop. He was floating, and after
yep.
she was like floating too, and I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "It's about to go down," you know. But
Yep.
it's like, but she's like,
And
"No, I don't want you. I don't want you to talk to me like this." And it's like you're just like you're not. You have to stop controlling everyone in this town and everything. You know what I mean? But that's what like Vision was saying too. But
so he
like,
knows something's up. He knows for
yeah,
sure
he
now something's
knows.
wrong. The other thing too that I found interesting is obviously the kids are aging, right? Like quick. Like they went from like
Yeah, yeah. They
kids
went
of
from like
5
babies to 5, and then after 5 to 10.
to 10, yeah. And then they have this dog, and the dog dies.
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah.
neighbor finds the dog and goes, "Oh, I couldn't get him in time. He died, right?" And then the kids are like, "Come on, mom, you can bring him back. You have the power to do that, right?
Th
Do
that's what I
it."
was gonna say.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. And the woman's like, "You could do that?"
yeah, you could do that. And then, so she's starting to catch on to the neighbor, right? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
she knows that subconsciously everything's wrong, right? But she's being controlled. But now she's starting to go through the cracks too. Like, you can see she's starting to figure things out. But yeah, with the kids, she's explaining to the kids, you can't just bring something back, right? Like, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Life goes on or whatever. But she's a hypocrite because she's doing that. Exactly. She brought back Vision, you know, and all this stuff, and
Even
she made a
yeah,
town
like
for
even
herself, right?
Vision didn't want to like come back. Like he died wittily in Infinity War. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. He died for
Right?
it was, he sacrificed himself basically, right? Like for the greater good. So
Yeah. What kind of sucks in the
yeah, I know.
spoilers, but everyone watched it. But like with
By now, yeah.
Thanos had when Thanos had the time stone, he just turned it
He
back and
just
he
went
got
back
the
and
device.
exactly.
And he got the device from him.
Yeah,
So
but okay, we can talk about the ending now. I think the biggest surprise, I guess.
yeah, man. Like I was even shocked. I was like looking at first. I was like, what the hell is that? I was like looking, like really like detailing. I even pressed pause, right?
Yeah,
I was like, is that Quicksilver?
I
And I was like,
honestly like I got goosebumps.
yeah, me too, dude. Like
Yeah,
I was like, my mouth was like white, like shocked. I was like, oh, I was like,
yeah.
wow. I was like, and his name in this one, his name is it's the sister, the brother.
The brother is Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro,
Yeah,
but he's from a different universe.
that's the thing. So to give context, so someone knocks on the door. She tells Vision that she didn't actually control that. Like she does control everything in this town, but she's like, actually, I have no idea who's at the door. So she goes to the door, opens the door, and we see a shot of the back of Quicksilver's head, and it's obviously him because of the hair, right? And
Yeah,
I was like, holy crap, he's alive, right? Like, how are they gonna explain this? And then it turns around, and you see his face, and he's Quicksilver, but he's Quicksilver from the X-Men movies, like in the
yeah,
different
yeah,
universe, right? Whatever, who makes those movies, Fox, the Fox universe or whatever.
yeah. The Fox, yeah,
Yeah,
because now Disney bought Fox, right?
yeah,
So
so he's not the same actor. This is a different person, but he's still Quicksilver. He's still the character, right? Shows up at the door,
yeah.
whatever. So when okay, the movies he was in, the X-Men movies, they're not the 90s ones, right?
No,
This is the more
what
recent
was it?
X-Men,
Yeah, it was he started in Days Future Past,
which
I
was like
believe.
maybe it was after 2010, I think, maybe
Yeah,
ish.
it was,
Yeah,
and then because that one was placed in the 80s.
right. But here,
Yeah,
that's what I was going to point out is if the show, like you said
yeah,
earlier, is taking place in the 80s now, because remember the last few episodes it goes 50s, 60s, 70s, and now it looked
yeah.
like we're in the 80s. Maybe that fits right in with the time stamp, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So here's my little theory too: is as we move through time, basically, in the 90s, maybe we get Daredevil from the other universe, and then
Oh, that'd be cool.
as we get to the 2000s, we get Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, right?
Oh, yeah. True,
You
true.
never know.
Yeah.
As we're moving through time, this is my little theory now that we might actually see some more characters pop up, and that would really go right into Doctor Strange, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the
That's true.
multiverse
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But yeah, like the multiverse is here. That pretty much confirms it for me, man.
Yeah, it's Pretty much shared. Like this episode just confirmed everything. Like
Yeah,
it's pretty much shared.
it's
You
happening.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Now I'm
It's happening.
interested to, because we know they're going to go back and explain exactly how this happened, how he showed up, and where he came from, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's here. Like I, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I can't wait. Not wait until next week's episode.
That's
Like
the thing.
cannot wait
Like
to.
I didn't expect this show to be this. I did expect it to be this good, but I didn't think I would be this hooked on it. Like I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
But the other thing too is okay. So in an interview last week, Elizabeth Olsen, who plays Wanda, right?
Hmm.
She said WandaVision season one will have a cameo that's just as big as Luke Skywalker, right?
Oh my God.
Now she said that, and I there's no way to me that this cameo by sorry, oh my god, what's the character's name? Pedro.
Yeah,
There's no
Pedro.
way by that this cameo is what she's talking about because he is not even close to the level of Luke Skywalker, right? So
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
and we expect Doctor Strange. Would you say that? Probably, right?
Yeah, I'd
Like I'd
probably say
expect
it's
to see
Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange by the end, right? Probably.
Yeah,
So
I
if we're
think
talking
so
about
too.
Luke Skywalker level, I'm expecting personally Tobey Maguire to show up in WandaVision.
You think so?
I think so. Because realistically, character like Luke Skywalker's a whole thing. You know what I mean? To compare it to the Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker cameo, which nobody saw coming, right?
Hmm.
And you know the hype around it and who plays him and whatever. Like, who else has that magnitude in the MCU other than bringing back like the original Spider-Man? Like, people would lose their minds
Yeah,
probably, right?
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's just my
No,
theory,
no, no,
but I
it's
know you
true.
have your own theories too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It wouldn't be. It would be really, really cool if I highly doubt he would show up, but like Magneto, but it won't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I
you know
mean?
what? Never say never because we're getting things now that we never thought we'd get, right? So
Well,
maybe.
yeah, like I don't know because we'll see because it'll be cool. Like if he comes and he's like, and like I said last episode, like of the episode we talked about last week's podcast,
Right. Right.
I was gonna say like it'll be cool if he shows up and he's like, I finally found you after all these years. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But now like maybe because in this episode the guy, the director of Sword, he was talking about or no, Agent Wu, sorry, he was talking about them being like created by the Mind Stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened was that maybe Magneto from a different universe comes like through
Yes.
to this one, and maybe he says like, "Oh, I found you, like I found you all this time," and then maybe like in season two, if this show comes on again, most likely it will.
I think
We'll
so.
say
Yeah.
like it's like you're my father, you know, and then Quicksilver's
Mm-hmm.
there at the same time in a different universe too, and saying like, wait, it's like, wait a minute, like you would probably everyone would be confused and they explain like what's going on, right? You know what I mean? But like,
Yes.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it though. But we'll see what
Hey,
happens.
but
But
like that's a good theory, right? And like I don't know,
yeah,
I made a few theories already the last few episodes we've done, and they've been kind of right, but for the most part, like completely wrong, right? Like
yeah,
some small things I've gotten right,
yeah,
but like the show is taking a turn now where I'm like, all right, like some big stuff's about to happen. You know, like
yeah,
in the next two episodes for sure we're gonna get some big stuff, and then by the ending, like if she's teasing like a Luke Skywalker type cameo, like I'm so confused on who that would be, man. Like
yeah. I know.
that's next level.
Me too. Yeah, me
You know
too,
what I
man.
mean? Like the only
Yeah, I
person I
know.
think would generate that much hype would be to bring back Peter Parker, like Tobey Maguire. That personally.
Oh, yeah, and like and all like get up wardrobe like the one in the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, like with that
Yeah,
get
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, yes, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And his Spider-Man like suit all like torn and like whatever,
Just beat
and
up.
and
Yeah.
it all beat up and like where the hell am I? You know what I mean? That'll be
dude,
cool.
dude, it would
That'll
be
be really cool.
really cool. Or even like I know they said they won't do it because it doesn't tie in with the cartoon movie they did, the Into the Spider Verse. But
Hmm.
even Miles Morales or something. But
That'll be cool. That'll be cool
it
too.
would be yeah, for sure, it would be cool, but it's just not on the level of Luke Skywalker to me. So I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
because
true.
I don't think
Yeah.
they would introduce like a new villain too that people would know from the comics, because it's not Luke Skywalker level. It's not that hype. You know what I mean? It
No,
has to be someone
no.
with that hype. So
But there's also rumors going around too that Mephisto, he
this is true too. Yes.
like he's like manipulating Wanda like
Mm-hmm.
to do all this. But
Right.
that's a funny thing because Mephisto, he's a villain. Well, technically, I'm not gonna say, but he's the Marvel's the guy downstairs. Downstairs. You know what I'm trying
Mm.
to say?
Yes, I catch your drift.
Yeah.
I pick up.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. So technically, he's from the Ghost Rider universe, like
Mm-hmm.
storyline,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's the one who created like the Ghost Rider.
The
If
Ghost Rider.
that's
Yes. Yeah.
Ghost Rider. It would be cool if like Johnny Blaze or like hell Nicholas Cage. I
Yeah.
highly doubt it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shows up as Johnny Blaze
Johnny
as
Blaze. Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah. That'd
If
be
it
sick.
if that'd be cool because like Ghost Rider is like one of my top like five characters of all Marvel.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
he's so cool. He's so
No,
cool.
he's so kick ass too. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Um.
like we'll
But
see.
exactly, like I keep
Yeah.
saying never say never, because now like the X-Men for sure are coming into the MCU. This is
Oh
100%.
yeah.
And
Hmm.
the other thing too that a lot of people are not talking about or thinking about at all is Deadpool,
Probably.
because he's coming. We've had this confirmed. He's coming to the MCU one way or another. Is it through this? We don't know, but it could be, right? Like we don't know.
That'd be cool.
But
That'd be really
nobody's
cool.
really
Yeah.
talking about Deadpool, so
Oh
that
hell,
yeah.
be also cool. No, sorry to cut you off, but
No, no,
be
no, yeah.
also be also cool that like joined too,
Yeah.
Professor X, Charles Xavier.
Yes, yes. See, like there's so many. I love speculation like this. When you
Yeah.
get a show that makes people this hype, man, like this is just fun. This is fun. I'm having fun watching this
Yeah,
show.
I know. Yeah, me too, man. It's such a good show.
It makes
So
me
good.
it makes me care about it. Like it's awesome, man. But yeah, a great episode. There was a lot there, a lot
Yeah, there was.
to
Yeah.
unpack. Like the thing at the end with Quicksilver almost makes you forget about the kids aging fast, and Vision thinking, like knowing something's up. Like it's crazy. There's so much in that episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And I like too when in the end when he came, he's like, "Who's this popsicle?"
yes, it was this part. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was
But
such a
so
good episode.
very
I
good.
enjoyed it. It's so good.
Very good. But let's move off of WandaVision, but stay in the MCU, because we have some stuff to talk about that does kind of wrap into
Hmm.
the multiverse as well. So, did you see the photo that Tom Holland posted about Spider-Man 3?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's him and his brother. He's in the costume. He's in the Spider-Man costume. And he said basically, today's shooting was one of the highlights of my career. You know, for those of you who were there on set, you know what I'm talking about. And for those who weren't, you better buckle up. So he's telling the fans to buckle up. He also said that Spider-Man 3 is the most ambitious superhero or standalone superhero movie that's ever been made.
Ooh.
So that gets me excited, personally.
Hmm.
Do you know who the person on his shoulders was?
Isn't that I didn't wasn't the guy from no, it's not the guy from Stranger Things, is it?
No, no, no.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's his brother, his real
I
life brother.
oh, his real life brother. Okay.
Yes, and people are speculating that, well, he's in the movie, but people are speculating that he's either like a regular bank robber, or Harry Osborn,
Oh, interesting.
and that's
Okay.
how they might bring him into, which would be really cool dynamic, because it's his real life brother. Like that'd be kind of cool.
But what his brother, does he do any movies? Other movies
He's getting
or
into movies. I
shows?
think he's done a few others, but like Tom Holland's like on a different level now. Like he's doing so many movies.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought that was I look he looks like the kid from Stranger
Stranger
Things
Things. Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. I forget his name. Oh my goodness. I know exactly the curly hair. Yeah, from
Yeah,
Stranger
yeah,
Things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's really cool. And Tom Holland has another movie coming out soon too, Cherry, which looks really good. Um,
Yeah. Wait, is that the one that he goes with the bill and he says like I have a gun or something?
yeah, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
basically like he goes to war, like he's in the army, the U.S. something, the Marines or something. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact script. But he's in that. He gets, these terrible things happen to him. He comes back home. He has PTSD, all this stuff, and he basically becomes addicted to drugs. Spends all his money on the drugs. Falls in love with a girl, and to be able to pay for the drugs and live a good life with the girl, he becomes a serial bank robber. So that's what that movie's about.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
can't stop robbing banks. He just keeps robbing banks and all that stuff. So it looks really good, and it comes out I think at the end of
Yeah.
this month.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for
Yeah.
that
I
too.
can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I saw some like previews
the
here and there,
trailers.
like
Yeah,
some stuff in the
but it
trailers.
looks
Yeah.
really. But Tom Holland's so talented. He's not just Spider-Man anymore. Like
Yeah, man.
he's gonna
Dude,
be.
he did like
Yeah.
no, sorry to cut you off.
No,
Like
no, no. Yeah.
he did another movie. I think it was his first movie he did, or he did another one before. It's with Naomi Watts. I forgot the name of it. Of
Oh,
it
I know the
was.
movie. I can't think of the name either, but I know the movie. Yeah.
It's the one when the I think it was the tsunami that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot where, but it's based on true story, right? So
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No. And
yeah,
he's
yeah.
also doing Uncharted. Like he is going to be our generation's like top. Like in a few years, like the generation growing up now, the kids now will always remember him. Like he'll be their goat kind of thing. Like he's gonna be like a top tier actor. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in
Oh
everything.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like
He's killing it, man.
yeah,
He's
he is.
killing it.
He is. Um,
Yeah.
really good. But what I was gonna bring up with Tom Holland is he said in another interview. So I guess they're doing some press interviews now because it's getting closer to the movie's coming out, whatever, right? So he also said that when somebody asked him if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in Spider-Man 3, he said, "I haven't been told anything. Beats me. I don't think I haven't been told," which is
Oh, he's actually
bull.
keeping yeah, he's actually keeping pretty good secrets now because he
But
usually
he's not.
reveals
But he's
everything.
not. He's not though because he said, "Oh, beats me." You're lying. We know you're lying. You liar. We know Tom Holland's terrible at secrets. You ever seen those videos on YouTube?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
But he goes, "Oh, beats me." Yeah, you're lying. We know you're lying. It's terrible. No, they're in it for sure. They're gonna be in it.
Hmm.
The other thing too. Did I show you that thing about the Uber driver in Atlanta with Andrew Garfield?
Oh, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah, I think so.
I'll explain it because if somebody watching or listening doesn't know the
Oh
story.
right, yeah, I think the story was that Tom Holland and him were at the same hotel, and then he ordered something from Uber
Yes,
Eats, right?
yes. So they're
Yeah,
filming
and then
in Atlanta.
yeah,
Tom Holland, people
Atlanta,
see
yeah.
him, yeah. And then so Andrew Garfield had ordered. To make the story short, Andrew Garfield's in the same hotel, obviously because they're filming together, which they don't want to tell anybody, but it's pretty obvious at this point. They're in the same hotel, so Andrew Garfield orders skip the dishes or DoorDash or something, whatever the food is, and then the delivery driver is like, "Yo, I just delivered food to the guy who played Spider-Man in 2014. He's so rude, lol." Like, and then people were asking him, "Oh, where did you deliver?" And he's like, "Oh, this hotel in Atlanta." And they're like, "Oh, it's the same hotel that Tom Holland's staying at." And anyway, that got out on Twitter, and people are like, "Oh shit, they're together now."
Everyone say that. Garfield's so rude.
It's so I know. Well,
Uh,
I don't know, whatever. But um, yeah, I bet like Marvel's gonna be like, "All right, no more food delivery for anybody anymore. We're doing catering. We can't have people coming in here no more." Um, but yeah,
and
they got to be
yeah,
in the movie.
like oh, yeah, for sure, absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure. And not only that, like this weekend on Sunday, it's the Super Bowl, right?
Oh yes, thank you for bringing this up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and then they're gonna release 2 out of 4 trailers, like
Mm-hmm.
for the Marvel. So I'm guessing they're probably gonna release like more detail of like, uh, what the hell was it? The Winter Soldier and the Falcon,
Yes. So
and
they said between 2 and 4 trailers. So I'm gonna assume at least 3 of them is gonna be, well, obviously WandaVision, right?
oh
Like
yeah,
the
for
next
sure.
few episodes or whatever, teasing the season finale. One of them will be obviously, like you said, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? And I think a third one would be Eternals. You know, the new movie that's coming out
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
like next year, I
Eternals.
think.
Yeah,
Eternals, and then
yeah.
if they do a fourth one, I don't know, but I don't know. What do you think? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. The first one, I'm not too sure about that either.
because I don't
I
think they
have no
would.
idea.
I don't think they would do a Spider-Man reveal trailer, which we were supposed to get in December, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, we
Um,
might. We might. We
Not at the
might.
Super Bowl though. I don't think so. I think they would release it
Dude,
online.
you know how much money they
Oh,
would make for that?
bro, I know. I'm aware.
Yeah, like legit. Like I think they might too. I think they might.
That would be hype. That would be really
I
hype.
think they will.
I
I
would
think
lose
they
my
will.
mind. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
lose my mind.
like you're just chilling on your couch
Yeah.
and you're just watching the football game, the Super Bowl, and having a good time, whatever. And you just see like the Spider-Man 3 trailer. You're like, holy! I must say the S word because I'm
I
a,
got you.
you know, yeah. But
But
like
yeah,
everybody
man.
would be, it would be the most talked about thing ever, like hands down.
Oh yeah,
You
it
know what I
would
mean?
it would blow up. Like the Super Bowl wouldn't even be a thing at that moment. Like it would just be Spider-Man
Yeah,
and Marvel. Like, dude, it would. I just don't see them doing it during the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion. But if they do, I like lots
yeah.
of
I don't.
money, obviously, and everybody would be talking about it because so many people watch Super Bowl, right? Like Super Bowl Sunday,
Yeah,
and it's a pandemic.
yeah,
Everybody's
man.
gonna be watching, so it's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, man. I get
Um,
if they do, dude. Like I said, wow.
well, I'm ready. I'll tell you that they can drop it whenever
Yeah,
they
me
want.
too. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna spend the weekend with my fiance at her house, and we're gonna watch the Super Bowl. So,
Yeah, there you go. And it's
yeah,
gonna be right on time. Speaking of Super Bowl, real
yeah.
quick, you think Tom Brady's gonna win again?
If he does, then he's definitely gonna retire.
Oh yeah,
He's definitely.
maybe. I think he would go for more, to be honest.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If I were him, I'd just retire.
I would
Like
have
you
retired
want
last
what?
year. Yeah, you got the most
You
ever.
how many? Yeah, you want like what 3 or 4 or something?
Oh, he
5?
has six.
Oh, 6. Okay, my
He's
bad.
been to. He's been to. This will be his. I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is his 10th all time, and he's won six of them. So he could win. He could win 7 out of 10,
Jesus,
and that's the most all time by a single player. He has more Super Bowls than some teams do. Than most teams. I think all teams do actually.
that's
It's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah. Um,
Holy.
but anyway, that's that's a different conversation. Um, yeah, Tom Holland says Spider-Man 3 will be the most ambitious superhero movie ever. Um, and dude, it has Alfred Molina as
Yeah.
Doctor Octopus. It's
Hmm.
got Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie Foxx, and he's gonna do so great
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. I
as
know.
Electro. So
He's
yeah.
a phenomenal actor in
Oh
general.
yeah,
He
yeah.
does a
He
good
does it
job with
all,
it.
man. Does it all. He's great. Um,
There's
th-
um
yep.
there's a movie that we should do like a movie review called
Hmm.
Collateral. You ever watched it?
No, but I've seen uh, like stuff on YouTube.
Next time, you know what? I'll next time I'll lend it to you. I'll let you watch it. It's a phenomenal movie. It's with him and Tom Cruise. Really good
Oh,
movie.
perfect. That's an
Okay.
all-star
Yeah.
lineup
Then
cast.
yeah, we'll definitely like do a movie review sometime in the future on this
100%.
podcast
Yeah.
for sure.
Two things I wanted to mention before we move on to is so that new movie Eternals is going to
Hmm.
be. They said that there's hardly any editing. It's going to be mostly just like camera movements and stuff. And
Hmm.
I think they did that with 1917. That it's going to be
Oh
shot.
right, yes,
It's going to be shot
with
like that.
Christopher Nolan.
Yes,
Right.
yes. So
Yeah.
to me, it sounds like it'll be shot like that, which sounds pretty cool to me. Like I'm down.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
You know the premise of the Eternals are or no?
I'm like I have a basic idea, but if you want to go and quickly give a yeah,
I think I for what I heard and saw like on YouTube from people explaining, I think they're like the code like they're the ones who created the Infinity Stones, and they're the one that held
yes,
like each one,
yeah,
right? Or maybe it's those big suckers that was in what was that the big head in Guardians of the Galaxy called Nowhere?
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that might be one of those. It might be.
maybe.
I think it's probably one of the.
I think it's the first
You know,
theory from what I've seen and read that it's going to be like a I guess a prequel kind of thing to explain
like
who
way back, like
yeah, yeah,
way back. You
who
know.
made the
So
Infinity Stones, how they were made, who owned them at first, all that good stuff.
yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be like a prequel type of thing. The other
Hmm.
thing too, I read is the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy. The third movie, the new one coming out, it's going to be shot using those LED screens that they used in Mandalorian. So they don't have
Oh,
actual
nice.
sets. It's like or green screen. It's like all LED digital stuff now, which looks really good. Like the Mandalorian looks fantastic. So it's gonna
Wait, awesome.
it's gonna be a good looking movie.
Please, please, for the love of God and Guardians, please bring Adam Warlock, please. Like, I'm begging you,
On
please.
the wish list.
He's like, like he's legit, like OP,
Mm-hmm.
like character in MCU, man. Like,
I know.
he's such a badass, man.
I can't. I
You
can't
know.
wait. There's so much
Oh,
coming out now, man. So good.
speaking of Guardians too, speaking of Guardians, they're
Hmm.
gonna make a premiere in the new Thor movie. Did you see
Oh,
the
for
photo
Love and
of
Thunder. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
Love
yeah,
and
yeah.
Thunder, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Because remember what happened in the Endgame? He went with the Guardians,
With
so
the guard. Yes, exactly. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be
So
that
I think that
dynamic.
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be good.
So
It's gonna be good.
I can't wait, man.
I love where they're going with this. Like you lose some of your biggest characters, and they're still just going strong, man. Like they're doing some good stuff.
Yeah,
They're doing some good stuff.
MCU is killing it.
It's still killing
MCU
it.
is
Yeah,
killing it.
it's going
It's still
strong, man.
killing it.
And it's mostly because of Disney Plus too, because now they have the ability to make shows like WandaVision, and it's like WandaVision, Wanda and Vision, sorry, I should say, are like afterthought characters in a way, right? Like Wanda's very
Yeah.
powerful, but like they're top tier now, man. Like they're doing good,
Hmm.
amazing stuff. Um, okay. I have something I want to say for next week because it's going to take a long time to explain it. I have something on Star Wars, but I'll tease that for next week. We'll get to it next week.
Okay. Sounds good.
What I do want to say about Star Wars is Ewan McGregor, who obviously plays Obi-Wan Kenobi, said
Hmm.
that they actually haven't started filming the Obi-Wan series yet. They're starting in the spring. It'll be in Los Angeles. So, yeah,
Very good.
we're probably going to get it at some point. I would say
Oh, is in LA where the Hollyboob sign
the
this
Hollyboob.
guys
That's
did?
right. Yes, where those people got
Yeah,
arrested. That's the thing that actually happened,
Jesus.
by the way, people. That really
Mm,
happened.
that's crazy.
I know.
It's like
So
it,
crazy. Like,
people
who
would
thinks
check
of
on there
that?
on Google. It's not Hollywood anymore. It's called
Hollyboob.
Hollyboob.
Who? You know what I
Hollyboob.
want? You know what I want to know, Andrew? Who wakes up in the morning and is like, "Yo, I'm gonna get my friends and we're gonna go change that sign to Hollyboob." That's what I'm gonna do with my
Hollyboob.
day.
No, I'm
Who
telling you,
does
man.
that?
Kids these days. Kids, bro.
Oh,
They're
I know.
it's just kids these days. Oh my God.
I know.
Crazy.
Oh
It's
my god.
crazy.
Anyway, the Obi-Wan series will use the same technology as Mandalorian, same screens and stuff, all that good stuff. Um, that's funny. Holly boob. Like, oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Last thing on MCU before we skip over. Sorry, jeez. They're developing a Wakanda series.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
It's
Yeah.
similar to the other series we're getting, like Falcon, Winter Soldier, and obviously WandaVision is gonna be like TV series, but all about Wakanda and the backstory. So that's I dig it. I like it. Do
Me
it.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
I'll
it. Yeah.
watch. No problem. Um,
Yeah. Absolutely too. I would
yeah.
too.
Um, so one thing I wanted to bring up, obviously, a show that we're there's quite a gap, an age difference between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
You and I.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously, one show that I feel like we both grew up watching, before school,
Oh, I
whatever it may.
definitely did.
Oh yeah,
I definitely did.
whatever it
Yeah.
may be. I know a lot of people watch this show and pass it down to their kids to watch it too. Saved by the Bell.
Mm-hmm.
So we learned last week, obviously, Screech passed away from lung cancer, or
Yeah. Good
complications
old
from
Dustin Diamond. Yeah.
yes,
Dustin Diamond. Yeah.
complications from lung cancer. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
One of
Yeah.
the best characters on the show for sure. Like,
Oh yeah, Screech.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Hands down.
like just comedy each time. Like there was
Yeah.
no, yeah.
He's the guy who made the show like funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Screech.
That's what I'm saying. He was kind of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you have a show without him, but he was kind of the glue that kind of you put him in any situation and it's a funny scene. Like
Always trying to fall in love with Lisa.
well, at least exactly, always chasing her. Like it's
Oh God.
just yeah, man. Like made that show. Like obviously you have good characters, and your main characters whatnot, but Screech always you put him in any situation he was gonna make the scene better and funny. You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
comedy. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. But yeah, rest in peace. Big part of
Yeah.
my
Rest in
childhood too.
peace. Yeah, me too.
Before school,
Absolutely.
and a lot of
Abs-
people can relate, right? So
Yeah.
just wanted to say
And
that.
I wanted to say too,
Hmm.
another actor that passed away too. His name is Christopher Plummer, I believe it was.
I believe so. Yes, that
He,
happened today as we're
yeah,
recording. Yes.
yeah, it happened on. He passed away on Friday.
Hmm.
So rest in peace to him. He was
Yes.
91. He did phenomenal jobs in other movies.
Phenomenal work.
There was
Phenomenal career.
phenomenal movies. The movie he did that it was phenomenal and fantastic was Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
Hmm.
He did a phenomenal job in that one, and he did oh my God, I think it's called Inside Job. I think. Let me
Inside
double
job.
check. Hold on. Yeah, it's with the one the actor Clive Owen.
Ah, yes. Okay.
He yeah he goes and Denzel Washington. He goes rob the
The
banks.
monument? Oh, the banks. Okay, not the monument.
Yeah, the banks. Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on, give me a
definitely not
second.
that.
Yeah, let me Google this quick.
Yeah, but yeah, just to fill time, just monumental career. Like 91 years old, you know.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and like I said
Okay.
before, great. Yeah, what's the name of it?
Yeah. No, yeah. So the name is Inside Man. That was the name of it.
Inside Man. Okay.
Inside Man. You ever watch that movie?
Uh, the title sounds familiar. Like I watch so many movies that sometimes like the title sounds familiar. And I'm like,
This one's actually like really good. Like
yeah,
really good. Yeah.
I'll check it
Like
out. I'll put it
I
on my list.
Yeah, yeah, it's actually a phenomenal movie. I'm actually wanting to like watch it again actually because it's such a really good movie
Yeah,
in general.
I'll.
Uh,
You know what? With his passing and whatnot, it would be. I think it would be good for me to go back and watch that too, and just
like hell, I'll
yeah,
go maybe tomorrow. I'll go watch the Minority Report. That movie's so good too. He's in
it's a
it.
good class. These are
Yeah, it's a classic movie.
well-known movies, right? Like these are not just whatever movies.
Hmm.
I was okay. So let's move along here. We have a. I wouldn't call it a segment, but we're gonna do something little fun here. Gonna have some fun here on the podcast with some games, some gaming stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we'll cut the podcast a little bit short this week. Just keep it good and rolling. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
have a
Hmm.
good time. So, Andrew, top 5 video games of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Oh.
Now,
Oh.
let me start by saying this. Okay, this
Hmm.
list is a top 5 for us individually, and we might have some honorable mentions. I'll leave some room for that, some honorable mentions.
Okay.
But this is
All
our
right.
top 5, and this is not what we think is the greatest video games of all time. This is what
This is
we
like.
personally love and think is the best for us personally.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, keep in mind, like I said, there's an age difference. So
Yeah.
you have some games that a lot of people consider classics that maybe I didn't grow up with or really, get to play. So it might not be on my list, but it's our personal list. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll
I can
start.
start. I can start
I'll
if you want.
okay, okay. Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
You start. Yeah, yeah,
I think
go
I have a
for it.
shorter list. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I have them in any particular order, but I'll just start naming them. All right. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 5. This game
Okay.
this game changed a lot of things. You finally, when you're online, you see your car on the mini map. You get to own a house. All this stuff.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
way the
For
online worked
online,
out.
like
Yes,
online,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Obviously, the story mode is much like other GTA's, and GTA is always a great game, right? Uh,
Oh,
all
but the
versions.
thing I like about the thing I like about this too, you
Mhm.
can invest in like stocks and stuff. You
Yeah,
like
it's so
make millions
in depth, and
in depth.
it's just a
Yeah,
fun game, and they keep updating it for free, and we talk about it all the time, but yeah, just a top tier game, and definitely in my top 5 for sure. Like I don't think many people can disagree with that anyway. So
yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
definitely my top 5. Number 2, well, I guess not. I don't know, not in any particular order, but Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition on PS2.
Okay, okay,
I feel
okay.
like that's a very good game.
I
Uh,
still have it, eh?
I do too. big part
Yeah,
of
it's such a good game.
big part of my childhood. The customization of cars, just being able to race. It was one of the, like, Gran Turismo was out, and I feel like Xbox had a game back then too. But
Oh, Forza.
oh, the first one though, it was like the original
Yeah,
Forza. Yes, you're right.
yeah, and Project Gotham Racing.
Yes,
That
yes.
was one of those two. Yeah, yeah.
But Midnight Club was just so fun. Like the customizability, like the things you could do, like at that time, like on PS2, like it's crazy. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely,
just
absolutely.
a very top tier game for me. And but I'll move on. Um, GTA Vice City.
Ooh,
Yes. Now,
ooh, very good. Wow.
now I had a hard time. Like I didn't want to put too much GTA, but GTA San Andreas, you know, a very special place in my heart. But in terms of
Yeah,
like story and stuff, I don't know. I think Vice City just might be a little bit better. I like the nostalgic '80s feel. Um,
the
you know,
music is
the
amazing,
music in that game is amazing. Just I don't
dude.
know. The game
The
is fun. It's fun.
like, dude, like the music's so good. I bought a box set with like every
The
radio
music on it,
station,
yeah, yeah,
like of on like CDs, actual CDs, because
yeah.
it's that good.
It
It's
was
that good.
that game's the soundtrack in that game is like I don't know
I
if
even
there's
listen to
many
the
games
music.
that
I
can.
even listen to music to this day
Yeah,
in
it's
2021. It's so good.
there's
It's
not many
so good.
games that have a soundtrack that good. I'm just gonna say it like that. Like there's not
No,
many
I know,
games that have a
hands
soundtrack
down.
that
It's
good. Like
such amazing soundtrack,
it
man.
really is. But like I said, San Andreas, man, just it holds a special place in my heart. But I don't know if I could put it on a top five list,
Yeah,
especially with two other GTA games.
yeah, I know. I
And
know what you mean.
GTA wins because it also has the Back to the Future mod, which I love playing. It's very fun. So
Yes,
that's why
sir.
it wins. Next game.
PC only.
Yes, yes. Um, next game, the fourth one, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original.
Okay, okay.
This
I say two
game,
is the better one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
This game,
No,
and
but it's so good.
endless,
So good.
endless fun with friends. I could play this for hours as a kid. It was like
Mm-hmm.
so much fun, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, like the mechanics and the customizability back then when this game was released was is like insane, man. And they're still releasing mods and stuff where you could play on PC now. Just a lot of fun. And it was the best Star Wars game like ever at that point. Like, and might still be. Like, it was really good, man.
But you talking about the 2005 version, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, not the new one.
Okay, okay, good. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
the
Okay, good.
original, just on the
Yeah.
PS2. You know, the
All right.
PC, the Xbox, the original one. That was
Yeah.
yeah, for me,
And
so
PS2.
good. And PS2, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's such a good game, man.
My final game on this list before I get to very quick honorable mentions, Red Dead Redemption 2. I
Ooh,
love this game so much. I
it's very good.
played the shit out of this game when I was in college. Like I had real work to do. Like I was stressed and I was like, I want to go ride a horse. Like instead. Like no, this like the story and the way it sets up the first game because it's a prequel, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal, and just the stuff you could do in it. It's not quite GTA, but just really good story. It's fun. You could do so many different things. You have different outcomes. Things are very realistic. Like it's just a fun game, and it's not overly excessive in terms of like you don't have to learn too much. You can jump in, learn a few things, and then you could basically just do a bunch of stuff in the game. It's very
Yeah, just have a hell of a good
just
time,
have a
you
good
know?
time and play a kick-ass story. It was a great storyline. So that's my top five list. Honorable mentions
Mm-hmm.
would be NHL '06 with NHL '94
Okay,
in,
okay,
just
okay.
because it has
I
NHL
have that one.
'94.
I
Yes,
have that one. I have
yes,
that one
very
too.
nostalgic feel. I love hockey, so it has to be up there. It was the first hockey game that I officially owned on my own console, and yeah, I played NHL '94 on that forever. And the other game would be the original Super Mario Bros. Love that
Okay,
game. Love that game. It's just
very good.
it's
That
classic
three?
and it's fun. Yeah. And no, I don't know
No.
if I was to have an honorable mention, it would be GTA San Andreas. Like it's just very good. But yeah, I don't play that many games. I feel like I'm more in like I have more in depth knowledge in movies and stuff like that and shows
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
than games. But in terms of games that I feel like I really like, and I feel like a lot of people my age can relate to my list at least. But yeah, that's my list. I'll let you go.
It's pretty much like all Rockstar games, eh?
That's the thing. Rockstar was on fire when I was growing up, man, and they're still on
Rockstar,
fire.
that's why I love them, man. They're
Really good
such a good
company.
company.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
man.
had like 4 Rockstar games on that list.
Yeah, you did.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's such good,
it's good, man.
good,
It's so good.
such a good.
But
So,
yes, go ahead, Andrew.
all right, okay. So this is my top five.
Are they in
I
order?
was thinking, it could be whatever.
No,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll do it or five to one. I'll do
Okay,
it.
cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I made this list. I was thinking a lot because I played a lot of freaking games when I was a kid.
Yes, yes.
I don't play too much now because of like everything,
Well, things have
you're
changed, right?
adult,
But yeah,
and change. And then if I have time, I play and have a good time.
yeah.
And
But that's why
so
it's our favorite games of all time, right?
yeah,
Right here.
sir, yes, sir. So this is gonna be a shock to you, Darius.
Oh boy, number 5. Here we go.
It's a EA game.
Holy shit.
Yeah, huh? So
No.
my yeah, So my number five game is Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
That
Yes.
game I played the crap out of when I was a
Yes.
kid.
I can.
That's
Yes.
what that's what made me love racing games. Was that one? It was Need for Speed
Hmm.
3
I
Hot
feel like
Pursuit.
there's certain racing games in each like generation that like are the racing game for that
Hmm.
like that age, I guess, that generation, and
Yeah,
that's definitely up there.
like right now for like PS3 era, like for those like kids and like adults, is was Grid. Grid is such an amazing racing game.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
So
know what I mean? So
that's exactly what I mean.
yeah, man, it was such a classic. Like I loved it. Like
Hmm.
it's such a good game. Like you playing now to this day, Jesus Christ, it hurts your eyes, but like it's but
It's
like
true.
it's so good. They even made a sequel to on the PS2 called Hot Pursuit 2, and they made a like a
A
remastered called
remastered
Hot
version.
Pursuit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah, because it's the best one. Like it's such a good racing game, man.
It's I like Need for Speed Underground too when I was growing up too.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
Very
Yeah,
good too.
like those
But yeah.
ones are because the customization you could do your
Oh
cars
yeah,
and all that,
crazy stuff. And
But
it was just fun in general,
but
right? But yeah,
yeah, man. But like I don't know,
continue.
man. Need for Speed 3 was such a good game.
Yes, it was.
So that's on my number five. My number four. I was thinking a lot about this one. This is definitely going to be number four for me. Is Shadow of the Colossus.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I
That
do know you
game
like
is
this game. Yes.
you like. It's so good. It's so good.
Hmm.
Such a classic. It's a simple concept. You get a guy who's in love with this girl. The girl's dead. You break into to the this like village or this area
Hmm.
where it's protected by colossi. It's this gigantic beast, right? So some of them are like small, like kind of look like dogs or whatever. Like, but like you face the first one, you're like, holy shit! Like you see him, he's as tall as mountains. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And this is what
You
on
know?
PS2 days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this first came out on PS2. Like this game is phenomenal, man. Like it's like a way you climb the monsters and you have to attack like weak points, like it glows
Yeah.
up, and you have to climb on it to like kill it. You know what I mean? But like the concept is that you make a deal with this god. If you kill 16 colossi, he's gonna resurrect your dead girlfriend, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna spoil like the game, what happens in the end. But it's a prequel to another game that came out early on the PS2 days too.
Right.
So
I forgot
such
about
a
that
like,
game. I completely forgot about that game actually. I'm
dude,
gonna
I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you, like
YouTube it after. I remember it, but I like it's one of those games I completely forgot about.
I'm telling you, Darius, like if you have Shadow of the Colossus, I think it came free. I think it came free before for PlayStation Plus. If you
Hmm.
have it, download and play it, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna look into it. It's probably on PlayStation
Yeah,
Collection actually. Yeah, you're right. Um,
yeah. I'm telling you, like it's such a phenomenal game, man.
but
So
yeah,
good. I was thinking hard, like this list. Like I was thinking hard. Yeah, I'm being serious.
there you go.
I was thinking
It's on your
hard.
list now.
Yeah, man. It's such a good game. So,
Number 3, drum
uh,
roll.
yeah, number three. Yeah, it's the one you picked, Vice City, man.
There you go. Yep. I knew
Man,
that's very high on your
s-
list. Yeah.
yeah, it's such a like. This is the GTA that I fully 100% it all the way.
Yeah, you dove head
Like,
first, like kind of. Yeah.
I did everything. I when I was younger, I when I was younger, I what I did it it's like it's like when you're a kid, you accomplish something like you did it. You know what I mean? And you fully 100% it,
Yeah, yeah.
and
It's that
and like
accomplishment feeling, kind of.
the accomplishment,
Yeah.
yeah. And then no, like me, I did it. I was like, I cried. I admit it. I cried a little bit.
That's perfect. We've all had those
Yeah.
moments. Come on, when we finally finish a
Yeah,
game. Come on.
I cried. I'm like, oh my God, I did it. And then after you get like five extra bodyguards and you have like bulletproof tires and cars, it's indestructible. It's just
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
man. You know. So like,
But
yeah,
dude,
man, it's like
I
such a
I feel that too when you finish a video game. Like you just finally like that feeling. Like
yeah, finally
yes,
I
I
did
completed
it.
it. Yes, yeah. I remember
Yeah,
like really quick, like 30-second story. Like back in the day, it was there was a really hard mission in Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. Me and my buddy Sunrise, shout out. We're playing it. We could not beat it, and we finally beat it in like 100% of the game. We're like, yes, yeah, and like fireworks
yeah.
going off and stuff, like high fiving. Yeah, it's a
Freaking
good time.
speaking of Star Wars,
Hmm.
I played Episode One: The Phantom Menace on PS1. That game is so trash. But anywho, um, uh, in the last, there's a part that you have to face against Darth Maul, which is the end of the movie.
Yeah, there's a game
It,
for just
it
the first movie.
yeah,
I
it came
gotta
on
Google
PS1.
this. I had no
It's
idea.
so bad. It's so bad.
I'm gonna Google
So
this.
I was playing, and then what happened was that yeah, I was just my cousin Victor. Shout out to him.
Hmm.
He slept over that weekend. And we were just playing, and we slept in the basement. I was playing. I had like literally like a little bit, not even like 0.15% of health, like just a little tiny little bar,
A
like a
little
little
sliver.
little thing, yeah, a
Yeah.
little sliver, yeah. And then yeah, I was just like getting killed after another, then another. I did like, I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, there's one time I just wanted to give up. I was so pissed. And I'm like, no, I was like, no, I could do this. And this was at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like
Oh,
playing
I
this,
know
like
those
4 o'clock in
ones.
the morning.
Yeah.
And then after I finally beat him, I was excited. And my cousin Victor was like, Brian was sleeping, and he woke him up. And he's like, Brian, Andrew beat Darth Maul. He said that. He said that.
Dude,
Oh my
imagine
god.
imagine being woken up and being like, "Yo, dude, you beat Darth Maul." It's like a
Maul.
party at 3 a.m. Like,
And no, my brother's like, I don't give a shit. And he
yeah,
just go back to sleep
back to
again.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
That's
yeah,
funny. Yeah, you're number
yeah.
two. You're number two.
So that's my number three, GTA Vice City.
GTA.
So,
Yeah.
oh, number two. This is a good one. It's a phenomenal series, and they screwed up in the end. And this company can go to hell. Not
Oh no.
like no, but no, like they were killing in the back in the day, man. So my number two is Metal Gear Solid, the first
Mhm.
one on PS1.
Mhm.
This is the game that got me into stealth, like games in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
A lot of the
this is the one that
superhero games have that now too, right? So
yeah,
yeah.
this is the game that got me to like liking stealth like games, like the
Mhm.
Hitman franchise and other ones like that came up like now. But like it's such a classic. Even the story's good too. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's not
it's
just the
such
gameplay.
a
It's a good storyline.
yeah, it's a good storyline.
Yeah.
Like the guy who created it, his name is Hideo Kojima. Shout out to him. He's my boy. Um, yeah, he's such a his art his storytelling is phenomenal, man. It's great. It's really good.
Oh yeah.
Like it's such a good concept of the
It look
story and
it looks like
everything.
a really good game.
Like yeah, it is. Like starting out from the NES and moving on to the PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Such a phenomenal game. You know what
Really
I mean?
good stuff.
And
And it's even on PlayStation Collection now too as well. So if anyone wants to
that's right.
check that out,
Oh yeah, the fifth one.
the
That's right.
fifth one, yeah, yeah. I should have.
Yeah, Metal Gear
Yes,
Solid. Yeah,
it's not the
yeah,
original, but yeah, yeah, same.
yeah.
It's you can still play
Yeah,
the fifth
you
one
can still
for
play
free.
the better
Yeah,
the fifth one. Yeah. So my number one,
Number one of all time, Andrew's favorite
my number one,
games.
yes, it is number one. The game that got me to liking the horror stuff, you know,
Here it goes.
and it is Resident Evil 2.
Yes, sir.
Resident Evil 2.
And we've talked about it on the podcast a few times. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
your favorite game of all
This,
time.
yeah, yeah. This game, like, I don't know where to go, man. Like the story was phenomenal. Like I didn't even
Hmm.
know the story from the first one, and when I played this one, I was like, wow,
Like you're
like
hooked.
shit hit like yeah, I was hooked.
Yeah.
Like shit hit the fan. Like city got overrun by zombies, and you
Yeah.
get like a guy who was a scientist who created the G virus. He injected himself because he was dying, and he became the monster. Like everything, the story you're telling was amazing. Like I played this game so much, I can beat like because in the PS1 it came with both. You play with the characters Leon as Kennedy and Claire Redfield, right?
Right.
So what
Yeah.
happened was that under this, like you switch this to play their story, their part, right?
Hmm.
Because it's different, right? I memorize this game like the back of my hand. Like I could beat, like I could literally beat the whole thing
Just
within like
blindfolded.
an hour. Oh, I wish, but
Oh,
yeah, I'd probably
okay.
blindfolded
Maybe.
too.
Yeah.
Blindfolded too, yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, man, like this game, I can beat it within like an hour if I really wanted to.
Wow. Yeah.
Both,
It's
yeah,
just one of
because I
those
memorized
games.
everything.
Yeah.
I just memorized everything,
Every
because I'm so
everyone
hooked.
everyone has those games that just will
Yeah,
be their
man,
favorite, and the story and yeah, man,
yeah, like
it's
it's
just really good.
such a good game, man. So yeah, that's my number one,
And
Resident Evil 2.
I think they have, I don't know if it's that one they have on PlayStation Collection.
Oh no, but the remaster of the
This
Resident Evil 2,
yes, that's
yeah, like you need to play that.
yeah. I
Like
think
you
it's on
legit,
yeah. I think it's on
it's on sale
PlayStation.
right now.
Yeah, I have to check it
Yes,
out.
it's
I
on
have to.
sale.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, you have to play it. It's. I even told my cousin Victor. Shout out to him again. Like, he's like, "Which game I should buy? Which game should I get?" He's
that
like,
one.
I told him, get Resident Evil 2, the remaster. It's
Yeah,
such a good game.
it's a game
Such a good game.
I have to play that game. I know I do. Another game actually, quickly before we wrap this up, or before, I know you have some honorable mentions. Is Ghost
Yeah,
of Tsushima? I heard that's really good too. So
yeah,
just for
that game's
anyone.
phenomenal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's good.
So yes, I know for sure you have honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, okay,
You know your games, so I know you got some honorable mentions.
okay. So I'll just do it. I have lots of honorable mentions, but I'll do the top five. So
Okay.
number five for me for honorable mentions is Tony Hawk, a pro
Yeah.
skater.
One?
Three. I'm gonna go
Three?
three.
Okay,
Three.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
One or two phenomenal. They're good
And the
games, but Tony Hawk
remastered.
3,
Got that one too.
yeah. Yeah, the remaster is good collection. You should buy that game too. It's
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal. Yeah, three was the winner, man. Like phenomenal everything. It was such a good game. Like hands down.
It
Like
is. It's a classic
phenomenal.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a classic. Yeah, man. My number four is honorable mention is Hitman 2.
Oh, yeah. Great game. Great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that like made the sequel of a trilogy phenomenal.
Just yeah,
You
like
know,
it stands
you
out
know what I
above the
mean?
rest. Yeah,
Like
yeah. It does.
those, I love that franchise. Hitman, such a good
So good.
games.
And the third one just came out. I just got it actually, and it's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good. Very good.
yes, yeah. They're really good games, man.
They are
Like
really good games. And
such
what
classics.
I love about the games is you could buy Hitman 3 and you could play the missions from Hitman 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and that one. Yeah,
I like that about those games. But yeah, good games. Good games.
yeah, yeah. It's such good games, man. And my number three honorable mention is I'm gonna say Fallout 3.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like this is a game that got me into like liking because I was into RPGs.
Hmm.
RPGs. Sorry, talking about
No,
rocket launchers. Yeah, but they do have RPGs in this game.
in this game,
Um,
I was gonna say.
like RPGs, like role playing game, right?
Roll. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like this is the game that like you go out in the open world. It's such a basic premise. You're a 17-year-old kid that's locked in a vault. Your dad escaped, and everyone's like is scared shitless. And then they're like your dad left. It's like you need to get the hell out of here because the people that run the vault they're called the
The-
overseers, right?
Yes.
So what happened was that the overseer's like, the girl's like helping you. I was saying like, if you don't leave, the overseer's gonna come and get you, and she's gonna kill you. I'm like, damn, okay, you like you need to go, you need to leave. So what I love about Fallout like 3 is this, it's open world. You explore, you can do whatever you want. It's just the concept of it, the storytelling gets good, and it's like the main thing about it was the side missions. Like in
Hmm.
that game, it was so good, such a
Really,
phenomenal
really in
game.
depth game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, really in depth. Yeah, yeah. So what number is this? Two?
I believe you're going to two. Yes, honorable mention.
Yeah, I think yeah, this is number two. Number two. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, it's definitely Skyrim, hands down,
Oh man.
hands
Oh
hands down,
man. See,
dude.
I know a lot of people like
Like
Skyrim, but like
it's it's such a good game, man.
yeah,
It's such a good game. You
it's
can even,
long though, and it's like addicting.
but
Like
that's the
there's
thing.
so much to do.
I know, like that's the thing. When you play Skyrim, this is the type of game you can play for like hours, or you can play for like 50 minutes after
And
another
then
like an hour, and then
yeah,
after 8 hours, then 12 hours.
and it's
It's crazy, man.
there's no end to
It's crazy.
Skyrim.
It's not, man. Like
It's
it's
true.
not.
There's no end.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like my buddy Jamie, he's he calls me in my cell. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Play
Okay, because
Skyrim.
there's a yeah, that's the thing because I in Skyrim they have this dragon shout called Fusrada. It's like pushes
Yes.
enemies. You saw it. It's like on like
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
multiple
there's
like beams,
memes
right?
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere for that. So what happened was that I was playing, and then after he called me, I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, Nothing, just chilling. I'm watching TV." It's like, "No, you're playing that Skyrim game." No, I'm like, "No, don't be crazy."
No, he booked
I'm
you.
like, "I'm not playing." Yeah,
He knew.
and after he, and after I was just like just chilling. I was like, "No, man, I'm just chilling. I was just watching TV. What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, okay, sure." I'm like, "Okay," and I did the Fusrada, like, because you can hear from the thing. He's like, "See, I told you." I'm like, I was like, "Shut up, leave me alone. This game is addictive."
just,
You
just
know what I
leave
mean?
me alone.
Leave me alone. It's such a good game, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's widely regarded as like
it's
one of the best
so
all
good,
time for sure. Yeah.
so good, man, so good. So my number one, my honorable mentions. I thought this a lot too, but
It
I
made the
wanted to
cut.
do like I wanted to do like the top 10 games of all time, but
Hmm.
that's fine. Top five, so
I
good
don't
by
even
me.
know if
But
I could make 10, but anyway, yeah.
yeah, but honestly, for me, like the honorable mention is Final Fantasy 7, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really good game.
like
A lot of people
this
love that
one.
game, man.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
huge
like
hit. Yeah.
this is the one that this is the Final Fantasy like it made like huge, like it was like big,
Oh yeah.
you know?
This was the one that yeah, exactly like you said. Like this is the one that really sent it into, elite level, I guess. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it
this
did.
is what made
And
it
then
what it
like
is today.
and then like this Final Fantasy they did a movie and then they made a prequel game called Crisis Core Final Fantasy on PSP that came out. Like they made multiple like thing and they even remastered it on the PS4, right? With the
Right,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy remake. It was people asking this for years and they finally got it. So yeah,
Well,
man.
there you go.
Yeah,
It's
that's so that's my top five favorite games of all time and my top audible mentions. So
sweet. Well, Andrew,
yeah,
I think it's time for our favorite segment of the show.
yes, sir.
It's time for Darius's difficulties and Andrew's annoyances.
Yeah.
So I made a point that you went first 2 times in a row the last 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go first this week.
Okay, very good.
I'm making the executive decision. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. So, Darius, what's your difficulty, my friend?
My difficulty is when people say a show or movie, could be a movie, suck or sucks because they don't understand it fully.
Hmm. I
Very much
totally agree.
very much a pet peeve of mine. I hate it when somebody's like, "Oh, that show, you're watching that show sucks." And it's like, "Well, did you give it a chance? Did you watch more than one episode?" Well, no. Okay, then like you don't understand it, man. Then,
I know someone that talked about like a show that we're watching, WandaVision, and he said it was trash. Bucky.
no,
Uh,
he's changed his mind. It's good.
that
Yeah, yeah.
now you change
He
his
gave
mind.
it a
He's like, oh,
chance.
Yeah, it's like I feel like the show for this is
No,
good.
he
I'm like,
gave
I
it.
told you.
Yeah, he gave it a chance, and now see, it's good. There you go. But I just mean in general, like I've had so many like friends and people in the past, like comments, whatever, that say a certain movie or show sucks, and it's like, okay, well, you like, how much of the movie did you watch? 5 minutes? Okay, then you didn't
Yeah,
watch
I
it at
know.
all. Oh, then like, how
Yeah,
do
I
you have an
know.
opinion on that? Like, come
I
on.
know.
That's very annoying. But that's my difficulty this week.
It's a funny story. You know, it's a funny story.
Yeah, yeah,
Short too about this situation that you just have right now.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
My fiance, when she watched Back to the Future for the first time,
Oh God.
she goes, "What the hell's this? It's just it's a guy with the vest." And I was like, babe, I'm like, you need to like
Sit
shut the hole in
down.
your face and just watch it and enjoy it. Because this movie's amazing. And she started watching and watching. I'm like, you know what? It's actually pretty good. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
one of the best movies of all time, man.
It's so good. And then like and she started watching too, Kill Bill, the volume one and two.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, yes, yeah.
yeah, she started watching it and she's like, damn, this is actually really good. I'm like, I told
It's
you
Quentin
so.
Tarantino, man.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino, his movies are
Yes,
good. So
really
yeah.
good.
I know.
But exactly, don't judge
No,
a book by
I
its
feel you
cover.
with your.
Yeah,
I know. I feel you on that one, man. Like,
yeah.
I know how you
Big
feel.
difficulty.
I
But
know.
what's your annoyance this week?
Yeah. So my annoyance is that you know, you working a job for quite some time, and then some people like to wander off, talk. They have a motor mouth, just keep talking, 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 talking to other employees, right?
Yes.
And they don't come to your significant area where you work, and they don't like help you out within like in half an hour, 45 minutes, and they don't do nothing. And
Oh man,
that really,
annoys
really
you?
piss yes, really, really annoys me, man. Like it pisses me off. Like it pisses me off, you know what I mean?
I've had so many people, like when I worked at a part-time job like a grocery store, there's so many people that just be like, okay, this is the work that has to get done, and so many of them would just like not do it, and then like because you're the one who does it, you're held accountable, and then like the boss gets mad at
Yeah,
you. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, I know.
Like
Like it's annoying, man.
brutal, brutal. Yeah,
It's so annoying, man.
yeah.
Like it really pisses me off, man.
It's
But yeah,
it's
like
such a
you just
problem.
said,
It's such a
yeah,
problem.
like I hate that, man. Like just blame everything on you. I'm like, what the hell did I do? Like this guy's not doing
I'm
shit.
doing the work. These people are doing nothing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, yeah,
I
it's so
know.
frustrating. A lot of
Yeah,
dude, everyone can relate to that for sure.
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my annoyances.
for
So
sure.
it's so annoying.
That's well, that about wraps it up for this episode. It was a really good one. Dude, I'm so hyped with WandaVision, man. It's so good.
Me too.
Um,
Me too.
and we have a lot to talk about next week too. A lot more on the way, and some really cool news. And like, there's just so much happening now. It's exciting. Like the next few years are going to be really good. Not just Marvel, not just DC, not just Star Wars. Like everything, man. Like there's a lot on the way.
Yeah, everything in general. Yeah.
It's really booming. But yeah, you can find us on social media. All the links in the description. Obviously, you can watch and listen to our podcast. You can watch us on YouTube every Monday night at 5 p.m. And you can listen to us. The podcasts come out on Sundays on the audio version, and then obviously Mondays 5 p.m. for the video. Of course, yeah. Find us on social media. All the links in the description. Follow us on Instagram. I got a new Instagram account. Posting some fun stuff there. So. Comment, like, do all that fun stuff, interact with us. And yeah, stay safe, take care. And Andrew?
Yeah. Like Darius said, stay safe and take care. And when all this pandemic stuff is done, next time you live in Hollywood, please, for the love of God, do not change the sign to Hollyboob.
Please don't. It's a terrible idea.